Hi, Green Room. Remember when we made pickles together in the classroom? I wanted to show you how I make quick pickles at my house, in my kitchen. So for my vegetables, I found some vegetables that I had. I had some carrots here, and I also found some cherry tomatoes, which I've never pickled before, but I wanted to try. And I also put some garlic cloves in here. I have some big ones because I really like garlic in my pickles. I also have some salt that I'm going to use and some honey. I'm going to use this with the water and vinegar I'm boiling together. So I use about half, I use half vinegar in here, white vinegar, and half water, and I will boil that on the stove. And I also like to use, like we did for our pickles in the classroom, I like to use mustard seeds. And I also have a spice mix that I made. You can use whatever spices you like too. And I'm also putting in some bay leaves for some flavor. And I'm going to boil our water and vinegar mix on my stove now. I'll take this over here, and you'll definitely want your mommies and daddies to help you with this. I'm going to turn my stove on. Definitely a job for mommy or daddy or caregiver. And while that boils, I'm going to put some of my ingredients in my handy dandy jar here. So like I said, I have some yummy carrots I cut up here and some garlic and my nice cherry tomatoes. Like I said, I've never pickled tomatoes before, so I don't know how those will turn out, but I thought that would be a fun experiment. You can pickle any kind of vegetables you'd like. I know when we made our pickles, we used cucumbers for regular old pickles. We used some bell peppers, and we also used some carrots. So lots of ingredients work nicely for pickles. I'm going to put my bay leaves in now. I'll go right there. And I will also put some mustard seed. I know a lot of friends like using the mustard seed when we made our own pickles too. I like mustard seed a lot. I'm going to use my spice mix here too. And like I said, whatever spices you like, you can use. I know we used mustard seeds and peppercorns and some dill when we made our pickles. That was very yummy. While my mixture's boiling, I'm going to bring my salt over to the mixture, and I'm going to bring some of my honey over. I'm going to pour it in here. Pickles are usually very salty, so I like to use a good amount. Usually maybe enough to cover about half the bottom of the pan. And then as it gets hot, the salt will dissolve and disappear. So there, I added my salt. And I'm going to add my honey. And I'm going to open up my bear's hat and squeeze the honey out of him. I like to use maybe about 2 tablespoons of honey, so it's not too sweet, but it's a little bit sweet. And stir it up. We can just wait for it to boil here. You can definitely smell the vinegar. It's a very strong smell. I know some friends didn't like that smell too much, but it does make for very yummy, crispy pickles. I'm going to wait for it to bubble up. You and your mommy and daddy can watch for the bubbles in the pot, and then you'll know when it's ready once you start seeing bubbles. Oh, I think it's almost ready. Exciting. I'm going to pour my hot mixture, turn off my stove, and then pour the mixture back into my glass so it's easy for me to pour over my pickles. Very carefully. This is definitely a job for mommy or daddy. And I'm going to pour this over my pickles here. Ready? Here we go. And I have plenty of mixture left over. And these are sitting in the brine. You can give it a sniff again and you can really smell it's nice and vinegary. It won't take very long for these to start really tasting pickly. You just have to wait for them to cool down. And then once they're pretty cool, you can put them in your fridge and they're ready to eat. I'm really excited to eat mine. And just so you know that something garlic likes to do is when it gets hot, it turns blue, which is very funny, but it's nothing to be worried about. Even if your garlic's a little blue, you can still eat it. I'm very excited to eat these pickles, and I hope my tomatoes have come out good because I've never tried that before. But I'd love to know what vegetables you pickle if you decide to pickle any, and you can send me or any of the other Green Room teachers a picture of your pickles, and we'd love to see your pickles. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.